Hey, I'm Andrea, and this is Usborne Illustrated Stories from India, A Single Grain of Rice. One game of dice had been Yudhishthira's downfall, a game he had been tricked into by his jealous cousin, Duryodhana. Yudhishthira hadn't simply lost the game, he had lost his wealth, his palaces, his entire kingdom, together with his 4 brothers and his wife, Draupadi. He had been condemned to live in the forest for 13 years. They were not without friends or support. Several holy men had gone with them, but although this was heartening, it was also causing Yudhishthira a great deal of worry. How was he going to feed them now that he had nothing but the clothes he was wearing? He tried to persuade the holy men to return to his uncle's palace, where they could live in comfort, but they refused. They believed that Duryodhana had wronged Yudhishthira, and that to stay with the brothers was not only the right thing to do, but their duty. And how could Yudhishthira argue with that? Seeing how distressed Yudhishthira was, one of the holy men, Daumya, suggested that he play to Surya, the Sun Lord. Surya is, after all, the source of all life on earth, he reminded him. If anyone could help Yudhishthira, surely Surya could. So, Yudhishthira got down on his knees, closed his eyes, and prayed as hard as he could. He had all but given up hope when he felt a warmth and sensed a light shining through his eyelids. Opening his eyes and stumbling to his feet, he stood speechless for a moment. There before him was the Lord Surya, in all his shining glory. "Yudhishthira," Surya's voice boomed, "I give you the plate of plenty." And he held out a shining golden plate. "Eat from this, and you will never go hungry. Let your wife, Draupadi, serve all your food from this plate. Providing your guests eat first, it will never become empty. But once Draupadi has eaten, there will be nothing to eat until the next day." With trembling hands, Yudhishthira gratefully took the plate and carried it back to his wife, with Surya's promise ringing in his ears. "As long as you have this plate, you will not grow hungry in the forest. You need never worry about food for the whole of your time there." Draupadi looked doubtful when Yudhishthira told her what she must do. The pitiful pickings she had managed to gather in the forest made an unappetizing and rather pathetic-looking pile on the plate. But when the holy men sat down to eat and she began to serve them, not only was there plenty of mouth-watering food to go around, it seemed as if the more she served, the more was left. The holy men ate their fill, and Daumya declared, "Never have I eaten such delicious food, even in the palace of Hastinapur. This food is better than the food the king himself eats. Draupadi, you are a marvel." When they had finished, Draupadi ate her supper too. As she swallowed her last mouthful, the plate became sparkling clean. All the same, she washed it and dried it thoroughly, out of habit, and wrapped it up in an old soft cloth. 12 years came and went, and many holy men visited the brothers. They were always impressed with the tempting and generous meals they were given. And word spread, as words tend to do, eventually reaching the ears of the brothers' evil cousin, Duryodhana. So, what do you think Duryodhana is going to do? And did you understand how the plate works?